A music, yes. Graphics, camera motion. I don't know what that means. Why does it let me select resolutions, but it doesn't let me click on it? Play. Save 2. Grandpa. Oh God. I told you he'd be asleep. He's always asleep. Grandpa. Ew, what? Oh, my little grandchildren. What a nice surprise. He woke up. It's a miracle. Chris with a Y. What? That's weird. Grandpa, please tell us a story. Wait, what? They woke him up just so he can tell them a story? Yeah, a story. Have I told you about the brave elf boy who lived in a magical land called... Yes, like 1,000,000 times. One we haven't heard yet, Grandpa. Aha. I know just the one. I'll tell you the tale of the Grand Kingdom of Blossom. Yay! In this charming kingdom lived a young girl named Lily. Lily enjoyed a quiet, peaceful life with her grandpa, that is, until the day she was waiting for had finally arrived. This story begins on a very special day for our hero. Was it her birthday, Grandpa? No, today was just much more special than a birthday. Some days only come once in a lifetime. Oh my, she's still in bed. Come on, sleepyhead, wake up. Good morning, Lily. Oh no, I slept in. You were so excited about today that you couldn't fall asleep, could you? Of course not. I've been waiting for this day my entire life. Just remember, if you ever need advice, you can come to me. You better go before they get started without you. Love you, Grandpa. Wait, Grandma? Aha! I head up to the castle, dear. You don't want to miss it, do you? Miss what? What am I missing? The time has come for us to depart on our mission. As you know, me and my husband, 2 loyal knights, recently fell upon a secret that may prove Crocus's approaching betrayal. We traveled to the wastelands in hopes of finding proof that the wizard is training an army of orcs. Our other goal is to slow his plans by slaying his dark mages, forcing him to train a new generation. I leave her in your hands. If we fail to return, please love her like you would your own grandchild. Raise her to be strong and compassionate, and whatever you do, don't let her become a Knight of the Rose. Holy moly, link to a past. I know, right? I was gonna play a different game, but this game was at 75% off, and the other one wasn't off at all, so I decided to play this game instead. How you doing, Chris? Someone mentioned in Discord that there was like an outbreak of the monkeypox where they're at, I think. I'm pretty sure you told me it was just kind of like chickenpox, but honestly, I can't remember. Lily pulled out her map and marked her destination with a yellow square. Wait. Oh, that's where I need to go. Whoops. Okay. I just want to see what this camera reduce thing does. Oh yeah, I don't like that at all. Doing well, hope you're doing good. Are you back, or is this the SS special Sunday stream? Just the special Sunday stream. I'll only be on for like 2 hours, maybe? Long live King Orchid. Also, I don't know where I need to go. I just need to go up, right? My dad says there's a temple somewhere with magical rock creatures. Is he crazy? Hey. Lily found one of Alyssa's lost scrolls. Alyssa is a disciple of the Rose in the Chapel of Blossom Castle. Lily brings the scroll back. Perhaps Alyssa will reward her. I visited my friend in the kingdom before sneaking out of the castle, you know, in case I get kidnapped by the thieves, boiled by witches, or worse. It's a dangerous world out there, but I'm ready to explore places where few dare go. Who knows? Maybe I'll even meet my soulmate in another village, or even better, learn a cool new spell. Watcha! I'm gonna destroy everything. This stinks. I can't believe the grown-ups don't let us play in the graveyard. They say we might disturb the spirits of the dead. Well, we ain't scared. Okay, maybe a little. But only because we sometimes hear voices coming from the crypt. Swing away. Billy says it's a ghost trying to lure us in and steal our body. What a wimp. I bet it's a spirit trying to lead us to lost treasure. Whatever. Time to find another hangout place. I wonder if anyone lives in that old tower north of the graveyard. Yeah, I really do appreciate that subboxing. Let me fix this thing really fast. Yeah, friggin' 62 months, tier 1, man. I really do appreciate that. Oh, I thought this was a ladder. Wait. Is this Frozen and magic rock creatures? Oh, I don't know. Like I said, I was going to play a different game, and then that one wasn't on discount, and this one was. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just playing this one. I did go to the circus yesterday, and my god, was it boring. And there was Frozen in it. Okay, so there's a right side. Okay. So I can't select the scroll. So there's a right side and then there's an upside. And a bunch of rocks over there. Out eating with family, so I'll keep swinging at a low, and swing is from Wayne's World Deuces. Yeah. I'm not sure if I ever watched Wayne's World, but I knew that. The respect between knights and disciples is what makes our kingdom so strong. Dark magic is strictly forbidden by our order. Blossom Castle Chapel. Destroy the pots! Young disciples like me aren't allowed to leave the castle alone, but I couldn't help it. So I used powerful spells to sneak out and stay safe out there. Everywhere I went, I wrote down my thoughts on scrolls and put them in my robe. But it wasn't until I arrived here that I noticed my scroll case had a big hole in it. I know my precious writings are still out there. If you see them, can you bring them back? Okay. Those are still legal in Mexico? Apparently. It was extremely boring, though, I can tell you that. It was not very good. Did I pick it up after I threw it? Mushroom season just started and I already used all my soup recipes. Yo, I just stole all their money, chat. Don't tell them though. Okay, I need to go to the right, so I'm gonna avoid going to the right. What are you looking at, recruit? I'm not a recruit. Yeah, that's weird. I picked it up after I threw it. If only I had a net to catch all the pretty butterflies flying around. A rosary hammer. Little Lily, you're expected in the throne room. Come visit me when you're done. I see a pot. I must grab and throw it. Okay, we gotta come back to this guy after I do the throne thing. Lily still had stuff to do before she could leave. Plus, it was mushroom season. Mushrooms? Gross. Oh, also, it's Chris with a Y. Who the hell spells Chris with a Y, Chris? That's messed up. Why didn't you tell your mom to spell your name with a Y? Link to the Past with Anna and Frozen as a protagonist. Gotta see if you get a sword. Blossom Kingdom shop. Would you like to buy that health potion for 100 gold? That item is a handcrafted steel gear. I only have 20 gold. Jesus Christ. Lily sure enjoyed snooping around in other people's houses and taking things that didn't belong to her. I don't know why a stool slash table slash anything that could be thrown that isn't a barrel or a chest you know, knocks out a coin, but, I mean, I'm not complaining. I just love collecting jars. It's my favorite thing to do. I just love collecting jars. Wait, what? I'm hoping that I could just break jars with my hands, with my sword. But this is reminding me of Bubble Bobble. Because of the multicolors. Also, it doesn't look like coins disappear after a certain amount of time. Oh, shit. Yeah, but I shouldn't be on for too long, like maximum an hour and a half. I don't know how long though, so there's that. What is this? Oh, okay. I think my brother has gone crazy. Feel free to smash this stupid jar collection. My beautiful jars, what have you done? No, my beautiful jars, did my sister put you up to this, Sniff? No. Yo. Fourth of a heart. Ah, a sacred heart piece. If Lily finds 3 more of these, she'll become even stronger. So do the jars come back? No, they don't. Well, that's interesting. Maybe we're gonna have to run around collecting all of these butterflies? I wish I was adventurous like you. Okay, can't grab the bushes. Welcome to the Blossom Kingdom Post Office, your #1 choice for letter and parcel delivery. We're currently looking for a responsible and adventurous individual to deliver mail all across these lands. Hire a little girl? Why not? Want the job? Fudge, yeah. Great. You start today. In fact, right now. Take this letter to Carmine, one of the red-haired gals. She lives just south of here. Okay. Unfollowed? So how you been, Chris? Been good? Apparently a lot of things have changed since last I streamed. Planted many flowers in my life. It's a wonder my thumbs haven't turned green. Oh, is this it? A letter from me? I wonder if it's from one of my sisters. They're always begging me to come back home. Definitely not happening. Please return to the postmaster and give him my regards. In need of an affordable vacation? We've got all sorts of destinations you'll love. Treat your new mate to the honeymoon of a lifetime in Golem's Haven, where romantic ferry rides and a cozy stone house awaits, or take the family camping inside the Marshalls and become one with nature. Together, if you prefer skiing and skipping and sipping hot cocoa, then you'll love our mountain gateway. We guarantee that all of these locations are safe and not dangerous whatsoever. Be advices. There are absolutely no refunds. I wonder why. Still working all the time, but can't complain. Hell yeah. Well, I'm enjoying this so far, that's for damn sure. Oh, right, I need to go back to the postman. Great work delivering that letter, not like it was far or anything. Anyways, here is your next letter. This one is very important, so please be careful. It must be delivered to Jennifer in Golem's Haven. She lives with the druids, far from here. Sigh. That's exactly what I said, like, what? It's just right outside this damn place, and dude couldn't even go and get it himself. The Bouncing Flower. Inn. You could have walked 20 feet out of the post office and dropped it off to her, but because it was Amber Heard from Aqua, man, he was smart to stay in the office. Oh, wow, that's a good one. I didn't think of it about that way. More mushroom soup coming right up. Oh, I wasn't asking for mushroom soup. Apparently, the Blossoms 2 is going to come out in 2 days. And that's probably why this one's at 75% off. And hell, I mean, so far it's been pretty fun. I travel all over the kingdom to find inspiration for my songs. What a life. Would you like to hear a song? Sing me a song. Red is the rose that in Blossom Kingdom grows. Fair is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that from Golem's Haven flows. But my love is fairer than any. Come over the hills, my bonny blossom lass. Come over the hills to your darling. You choose the mushroom, love, and I'll make the soup. And I'll be your true love forever. I wouldn't be surprised if that's some sort of riddle for something. Once a teller of tales, a weaver of the spoken word. Why, my stories were the best in the land, but I just can't seem to capture the youth's attention anymore. I've been thinking about incorporating a prop. What do you think? Well, what prop would work? Kids these days love their violence and their death. If you brought me a skull, now that would grab their attention. What? Side quests without side quests? Mine. Whoa. Whoa. Everyone says my hair is the brightest. Don't you agree? We'd all be married by now if we weren't so picky. I don't blame our fifth sister for moving out. We may be quintuplets, but I still think I'm the prettiest. Makes sense. Can I read this? A chili festival is held each year to celebrate the defeat of a fierce dragon that was slain by Sir Thomas, who then proceeded to cook it into a delicious chili. Laughter and music fills the air. On this day, as people gather to enjoy each other's spicy snack, and every year the longest line, if you exclude the one from the lavatory, is always for Chef Picanto's chili. Some speculate that his secret ingredients is old snapdragon, which is impossible seeing as all who enter the boiling caverns are never seen again. You kind of ran out of lyrics in the end and just threw a bunch of random words, yeah. Make me think it's a puzzle when it isn't. Okay, let's actually go left this time. What? Okay. Ouch, I can't believe I fell through the floor of this dumb old house. The disciples will never find me here. I'll use this place to plan my adventure and hide all the gold I'm sure to amass. Alyssa, you're a gen. Wait, are those spider webs? Eat! Yo, I'm rich. I'm rich, biatch. So do yeah, I have 2 scrolls now. Yeah, the scroll's talking. Whee! A blacksmith in town makes some of the best gear in the entire kingdom. Yeah, and he won't give me any of it either. Any different sprites? Hi, Lily. Aren't they waiting for you in the throne room? Come back to me when you're finished to play my guessing game. Okay. See, I can't read this book, even though it's also opened. How much money do I have? 230. I needed 250 for that shuriken thing. Lily had just discovered a portal stone. If she activates another one, she'll be able to teleport between them. I discovered it without touching it. Yo, another chest. The trick to guard duty is learning how to sleep with your eyes open. I'd follow the knight's commander into any battle. One day I'll go on an adventure of my own. Yeah, says every NPC and does absolutely nothing. None can compare to the great knights of the Ice Orchid. Guard duty is about as fun as it looks. Long live King Orchid. Yo, Blossom Castle will never fall as long as we're here to protect it. Is there anything else that we could get besides coins? Well, I mean, technically, I can do this. Where was the store? Maybe over here where it says shop? Oh, it's 200 gold. Oh, but I can't use it. It's not a usable item. She's a scholar? Maybe. I never go on a mission without a Blossom Spirit to watch my back. I always fall asleep while on guard duty. It's quite embarrassing. Does that mean anyone with books equals a scholar? Those 7 bottles of mushroom soup I just ate were a big mistake. 7 bottles of mushroom soup. One day I'll go on an adventure of my own. Sure. Oh. Wait, what? No, what'd he say? But asking out one of the red-haired sisters is another story. The kingdom of the dragon are the best in the kingdom. We'll never fall as long as we're here to protect it. I always fall asleep while I'm... Bouncing House will never fall as long as... Okay. I saw something. Wasn't so hard to take off. I often have emergencies. Oh, but that thing is down below. Okay. There's a chest down below that I can't pick up. 1 book is just decorative. 2 or more means scholar for sure. Makes sense to me. Yo, we are actually going to the spot. Unfortunately, Lily made it to just in time for the ceremony. Was she going to become the new queen or something? Oh, ho, ho, not exactly. Wow, look at that dude on the right. He's huge. Kind of looks like Wario. And last but not least, I dub thee Dame Lily. What's a dame, Grandpa? It should be Sir Lily. Snort, if you say so. I mean, Sir Lily. Arise, Lily, you are now a Knight of the Rose. Whatcha? Yo, you see that? I magically pulled out a sword and shield out of my ass. Knight of the Rose? Cool. The safety of this kingdom will one day rest on you, young warriors. Our wizard Crocus will now bless the new knights. Certainly, brother. Grumble, may the rose be with you, knights. Listen up, recruits. The dungeons are infested with rats and need to be cleared out. Any volunteers? Lily? Great! The entrance to the dungeon is in the hallway left of the library. Check your map if you get lost. With sword and shield in hand, Lily was now a true Knight of the Rose. How's it going, cutie? You want to be a Knight of the Blossoms as well? Yeah, that dude on the right's definitely not a bad guy. Also, every single person in there became a knight and they all ran away when they were asked who wants to volunteer to kill rats. One must know the medicinal use of every plant to become a disciple. We have disciples in all parts of the kingdom. Well, except for the Lacelands. Blacksmiths in town make some of the best gear in the entire kingdom. Oh, yeah, I can just blow it up now. Nice. We have disciples in all parts of the kingdom. Thank you for keeping our kingdom safe, young knight. I haven't done anything. The royal heirloom has the power to transport the wearer across the kingdom in the blink of an eye. It was forged by ancient fairies and gifted to the 4th king of the Blossom Kingdom for helping them defeat the evil necromancer. It is tradition that the kingdom or queen give the guardian bracelet to the greatest warrior under their command. They use its power to keep every corner of the kingdom safe at all times. When the hero passes away, the bracelet is once again returned to the royal kingdom. No, little children, don't wander away, lest a hungry mushroom eat you today. Stay away from the golems, they'll squish you, I'm sure. For crushed bones and organs there is no good cure. Keep out of the marshes, there you'll grasp and you'll wheeze. Stay in too long and you'll smell like old cheese. And I suggest you think twice before going up the lift. A slow, painful death is the mountain's cold gift. But if you cared not for life and want a quick dead to wastelands go, there you'll give your last breath. Oh, I need to make sure I can go to the right. Okay. Can't go to the right. Mine. I still don't know how a freaking stool blows up into a coin. Don't pick it up. You can just... Oh. Everyone loves my soup. It's a shame I'm almost out of mushrooms. They're dangerous to go, you know. In fact, the guy I usually hire never returned. You don't think he's... If you're brave enough, bring me 20 mushrooms and I'll reward you kindly. So it does look like there's side quests without actual side quests. Guard duty is about as fun as it looks. Okay. Link confirmed? Well, wouldn't this be Linkle? Our Handy Blossom Kingdom Statistics Department has informed me that you've removed 0 creatures from the kingdom. Don't ask me how they keep track. Destroy enough of them and I'll give you a special gift. Okay. Okay. And now I can go to the left. So I need to go back to this right side when I'm done. Oh, look at that. I can charge. That's interesting. So up is closed though. Yeah. They freaking planted a camera on this damn sword and shield. Just you watch. That's how they know what I've been doing. It just leaves swords on the bed? I want the sword. Give me the sword. Attention all knights, be sure to prepare well before going on a mission. This includes a health potion and a jar of mushroom soup. We promise our chef uses only the finest mushroom chunks, so avoid the tavern junk. A resurrection flower is recommended if you're anticipating battle or entering a dangerous area. Do not kill yourselves on purpose to see what it feels like. Also, bring a butterfly spirit to use against wild creatures or for when you wander into a bandit camp. That happens quite often. Last but not least, pack your sunshine in a bottle, aka Sunny B, if you've got one. Sunny B? Sunny B's are only for kids. Sword charge. Did someone say Link to the Past? No. This is not Link to the Past. This is Linkle to the Past. There's a difference. Lily entered the cold dungeon, unaware of the dangers that lay ahead. Gasp! Fucking throw the damn pot at the damn rat. Okay, you even create little dust. The statues looked as if they had been moved recently. Whoops. Give me that mine. Oh. Lily found a health potion. She could use it any time by reaching into her bag and drinking it down. Where do I move these? Oh, I see the buttons now. Drag. Are these the buttons? Wait. Never mind. It was just move the one that had the button. Okay. Lee was just told about the rats. She should know the dangers. You never know, man. You never know. Whoa. They never said anything about spiders. Why would they incarcerate these enemies and leave them with their weapons? That just doesn't make sense. Like, we're gonna put you in jail. Oh, by the way, I guess we're just leaving you with your swords. What happens if I fall? Okay. Lily can reach lower levels by going to the edge and hopping down. Yeah, I already figured that out. Watcha! To do a roundhouse, Lily had to hold out her sword and release after building enough energy. She can also perform a jumping strike by slashing during the roundhouse. What? Oh. Okay, I didn't know that. Lily froze in disbelief as waves of arrows shot over a rickety path. I bet her shield can help with the arrows. Yeah. I bet they can. And I still took damage. I don't even need to hold the damn shield out. I can just go in between the arrows. So much better. Can't move those statues though. I wonder what gave that away. Was it the fact that, you know, there's a drag button? Damn, I'm starting to get hungry, chat. Hey man, if you think this is super familiar to Link to the Past, even though I don't agree in the slightest. A second portal stone. Lily now travel between all the portal stones she finds. You might want to check it out. It's called Blossom Tales. Portal. Why would I want to teleport back in here, though? In the deepest room of the dungeons, Lily found the source of the noise. It was the king of the rats. Aw, cute. The dangerous rat king would be Lily's first real challenge as a knight. Squee! You'll make a fine meal for my children once I blow you to smithereens. Oh my gosh. With a full heart, Lily was now even stronger. I get bombs. My science teacher says explosives are dangerous. Rightfully so, Chris, but our young knight could use them to destroy enemies, obstacles in her path, and cracked walls. Is this a cracked wall? Hey, I was right. After defeating the Rat King and Curious, Lily entered the secret doorway. It led to a strange room filled with many smelly odors. So she's in a bathroom? What? No, it was Crocus' secret lab. Cool, I wish I had a secret lab. It was there that Lily would find an awful note revealing Crocus' evil plan. What is that? If Lily finds 3 more pieces of these special crystals, she'll have even more energy. Okay. It's a bloody sword. "100% Link to the Past with Lily. Oh snap, it's Bowser from SME. Oh, man. Can't read any of these books. Crocus' evil master plan. Do not read unless you are me. Soon I will finally be powerful enough to cast a sleeping spell on my foolish brother, King Orchid. With him out of the way, I will amass an army in the wastelands and use it to launch an assault on the kingdom. The flowery throne of the Blossom Kingdom will be mine at last." After reading the note, Lily ran off to warn the king as fast as she could. Whee! Yeet! But unfortunately, she was too late. Crocus had already started his dreaded curse. No! Oh my gosh, what did I tell you? What did I tell you, chat? Freaking Wario is the bad guy in this game. Oh, how I've waited for this moment, dear brother. You will sleep soundly while I conquer your kingdom with my own dark army. Your loyal subjects will soon bow down to their new wizard king. Stop! What's this? You chose the wrong wizard to interrupt, feeble recruit. She should have used her shield. Sleep, my brother. Sleep. Lily is dead and the king is cursed. Why, Grandpa? Why? She can't be dead, silly. The story just started. Oh, that's right. By cursing the king with the spell of eternal sleep, Crocus could now make his move. What a jerk. The wizard Crocus has wrought mischief in our king, but fear not, the knights, the future of our kingdom rests on your shoulders. With 3 sacred ingredients found outside these walls, we can make a legendary potion that can remove the curse. Without our King Crocus will rise an army and bring down upon us all. We shall not fail our beloved king. What about Lily? She's going to help too, right? Aha! What do you kids think? Lily is brave, of course. She'll help. Where is the first ingredients? I want to assist the knights. This task is far too dangerous for a new recruit. Stay here and continue all your training, young one. But, despite her orders, Lily was determined to help save King Orchid. Even if it meant venturing into the dangerous land she had only heard about in stories, places even the best knights fear to enter. She's not afraid. Yeah, so where does Lily have to go first, Grandpa? She must go to, let's see, I think I forgot. Grandpa? Wait, I remember. Lily must go to an ancient land known as Golem's Haven. There, she will find the first ingredients for the potion, Fairy Clover. Woohoo! To reach Golem's Haven, Lily must venture south of Blossom Castle and go into the wild. Updated. Okay, it's not a very big map. So, yeah. So in order to use bombs, you just use the basically the magic bar, but in this case, it's just energy. Three? Oh, I don't know. Like the 3 pendants in Link to the Past, orange, green, and blue. Oh yeah, and they put the king to sleep like they did to Princess Zelda. Actually, my first thought was Snow White. Oh man. Let's get our prize. You've removed 63 dangerous foes. Keep up the good work protecting our kingdom. Oh, I see. So it wasn't just the rats. I gotta go back to him later. Cousin is Disney movies? No. That's just the first thing that I thought of. So can I? Hey, I can, okay. Orchid. Orchid 1 of Blossom. Hey, talk to this chick. Gambling Gabby. Hello, want to play a game? I'll drop 3 chests. One contains goodies and the other 2, who knows? Cost 30 gold. Which one? Which one should I pick? 1, 2, or 3? Left, middle, or right? Don't put this on me. Middle? Yo! Oh my gosh. It's still 30? No! Oh, wow. That was impressive, dude. Yo, even the butterflies can give coins. Okay, that's interesting. Orchid 1 of Blossom. I have 130 gold. I don't know how much I needed for the shop. Oh, wait, I needed it back to this guy, right? I have an idea for a special weapon attachment that I think you'd like. Bring me a silver ingot, a handcrafted steel gear, and 20 druid feathers. With those materials, why, I could craft my weapon attachment just for you. Okay. Maybe it was 150 gold? I'll farm 150 gold. Not 250, never mind. Sure. I can buy that. Oh, now I have 2 potions, okay. So I needed to go south. I'm assuming south is the only way I can go anywhere anyways. Oh, I can't kill the birds, but I can kill the butterflies. So, they know this place is too dangerous for me, but instead of, you know, not letting me go, they're like, it's fine, you can go. Well, also, what is this? Maybe I'll be able to dig that up later? Yo. Peace spot in the grass for the guards. I mean, that does make sense. No, look. No, that's definitely weird. Maybe we'll be able to find shovels later on. Excuse me. I can't go up. I just kind of wish that the game would be like a little bit more zoomed out. I just feel like it's way too close. There's nothing wrong with the way it is now, but I don't know, it just feels like it's way too close to me. We were on our way to Blossom Castle when the Wizard Crocus cursed the king. I think it's best if we just camp out here for a bit and see how things work out. Also, Ad's gonna start playing, so I'm just gonna wait here and do nothing. Oh. Hello, did you know there are ancient wonders all over this kingdom? It's true, maybe our paths will cross again while I'm out there. Can I open your bag? Remember what the old man in the first Legend of Zelda game said? Take this, it strangers to pee alone. Such a wise old man. I do remember that, to be honest. Okay, ads in progress. We're waiting for the ads to finish as I just run around and do nothing. Oh, okay, so you get the mushrooms from mushroom enemies. Got it. This is a big ass tree. Look at this tree. This tree is huge, man. Holy crap. Okay. So there's a right, there's a left, and there's a down. I'm gonna go right because left is definitely the right way to go. Plus, this also looks like a little secret. I am starting to get really hungry. Meow, 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 meow. Also, why do you keep dropping my bag of crap? I'll put all that crap away one day, I swear. We're almost ready to go, chat. Okay. Why did that immediately blow up? The bandits had taken over the only bridge to the gasping marshes. I bet they keep all their stolen stuff there. What's in the gasping marshes, Grandpa? Now, kids, you don't want to jump ahead of the story, do you? We will be back here soon. No, we do want to jump ahead of the damn story. I had a chance during this ad to watch the YouTube Peppa Pig review twice. Yo. Hey, you should have had longer than that if the damn thing is less than 30 seconds long. Sí.
Ah, yo pensé que no. Mira, casi mandaba a tu papá que te trajera comida.
No. You only get arms like these chopping wood all day. Flex. Flex, chat. Were you sent by the king to check on our progress? No. Damn king is sleeping. How the hell is he gonna send us anywhere? No, can I chop these? Hey. Oh, the spiders come down when you chop their crap off. Okay. Interesting. Do you need a job or something, kid? I'd stay out of the bandit camp near here. Their leader is pretty tough. My family is waiting for me at the crossroads. Last night I forgot to cast another protection spell and was chased by bandits. Luckily, I stumbled into a lumberjack camp. They beat up the thieves and then let me warm up by their fire. We sang songs, told stories, and drank tea. Nice people, smelly but nice. Wow. When you're grateful that somebody saved you and then called them smelly. Just because we're tough doesn't mean we can't appreciate a fine cup of tea. Who wanted to give me a job? This is a piece of cake compared to when I worked up in Pinecone Village. Okay. But also, the game saves basically every time we transition, so even if we die, we should be fine, question mark? Oh. Okay. We're on a ledge, but yet I can't seem to throw it underneath. What? There's another one there. Got him. Oh god, I'm getting my ass destroyed. Whoa. Yo. I didn't think that was gonna work. Whee! Those giant ass bats. Holy crap. These friggin' things are huge. Oh! I didn't see that. The ground was breaking. Oh my gosh. Just slowly chop these things away. Go, 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 go! Oh god, I'm dying. Okay. Oh, I'm truly dying out. What? I can't see their I guess you should have zigged when she zagged, Snort. Really? My gosh. You watched my Omari review? Was it good? Are you gonna put those back together? No, I'm not. I didn't notice it. I just noticed that I ended up dying. Freaking had 2 potions and I didn't even bother using them. Like, the fudge. The fudge is wrong with me, man. Go down here. Destroy these pods. Do that, because that looks like a secret, even though it's not. All the bats are dead, which is good. Yeah, we've made it back to the spot where I ended up dying. It's almost as if I never left. What's this? Okay. Whee! Where am I? How do I leave? The fudge? My trap? I can't. I'm not supposed to go backwards, am I? That doesn't even make sense. Well, it does. No. Yeah. Wait. For that Omari review? Oh. You didn't like Tiny Cause? I knew I should have became big, but I decided to stay tiny. Oh, yeah, I am supposed to go back, okay. Whee! I'm guessing that won't actually open until I'm supposed to be there. Okay, now I need to go left because I can't go right. Yo, 420. You're welcome, chat. $5.20. Oh, you didn't give me a mushroom, you lazy bum. Oh, wow. Okay. Not giving me mushrooms, we'll just move on. Okay, so I've already been to this right side. Wait, what? I've been there? What? That's probably where I got teleported from? Oh, wait. Get to the chest before the timer runs out and its contents are yours. Would you like to try? Yes. Oh. How much time do I have left? Oh, I just have to get here. Okay, I thought I had to open the chest, but they didn't even bother telling me how much time I had left. Did I win? Congrats. I won. Hey, chat, I won. Wait, the Amari review only showed how much better you were at editing editing post Peppa Pig review. Oh, man. I just read that. That was funny. Can I block this thing? Nope. Wait. I did block it. It used up mana, or energy, for some reason. Okay. Is there a way to get out from up here? There's two spots to get away from up here. More if I can get up higher. So now I'm here. A bunch of bandits. Yo, that one dropped a lot of coins. Hell yeah. Give me that chest. Another scroll. The disciples have warned us about magic medallions that can be used against us, that were created to give people without magic abilities the power to cast spells. In the hand of a good knight, the ability to shoot fireballs and summon lightning would prove very useful out there in the wild. I don't know what these things are for. Ooh, look what I see. I see a rock that needs to be destroyed. Okay. There's another one right there. Whee! Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Fudge again. Okay, so why in the world would I want to press the buttons again when I can just fall? Oh, that's funny. Okay. Well, I definitely I don't want to be on the right side yet, because that's where I need to go, so I'll just go up. What's in here? Did I come from here? Yeah. What's over here, though? Did I come from here? Yeah, okay. Hey. Okay, looks like I gotta get going, chat. I thought I was gonna have a lot more time to play, but nope. How do I... Damn. Oh, that's the entire map there. Okay, okay. I don't know how I quit. Like, there's no quit button. I'm guessing I just turn it off? I don't know. Like, there's no settings. Except for this. Oh, quit game. Quit the desktop. There we go. Yo, how's it going, Soren? Unfortunately, you made it at the very end of the stream because I gotta get going. I don't know when I'll return, so just keep an eye out on my Discord and you'll find out exactly when I go live. But yeah, I mean, Blossom Tale seems really fun. I've seen it before, but I never actually went and played it or even checked it out. But the second one's coming out in 2 days, so there's that. Wait, what? Okay. I swear I pressed start recording, but apparently I didn't. Either way, me cam. Yeah. All that a lost link to the Blossom Tales past hype. It's only $3? Yeah, it's 75% off right now. It looks so far it's super fun. So, I mean, if you like Link to the Past, then you'll definitely enjoy Blossom's Tale. Like I said, I've seen it before. I've never really had it in my radar due to the fact that, I don't know, I just never did. Came out in 2017. So far, it looks amazing. And again, the second one's coming out in 2 days. But yeah, I'll definitely continue playing it whenever I get to go live again. I was gonna play a different game, but that other game didn't have a discount, and I'm like, you know what, I'll just play the discounted game first. But yeah, I don't know when I'll go live again, so just keep an eye out on my Discord if you want to find out exactly when I go live. But again, I don't know how long the game is, and so far I've played it for 1.5 hours, and the description says it's 15-hour plus game, so it's a lot of content on it, that's for sure. Even if it's only for 2 minutes, yeah, I went live an hour and a half ago, but it looks like wherever the hell it is I'm gonna go today, it's gonna be happening a lot sooner than later, so yeah, I gotta get going. Discounted game was good? It was, yeah. But again, just keep an eye out on my Discord if you want to find out exactly when I go live. I gotta get going. This is my cat, Umbreon, and hope to see you in the next one. I don't have anyone to send you to, so, you know, hopefully I'll be back sooner than later, but yeah, I gotta get going. Take care. Peace.